Meanwhile, President Donald Trump took the oath of office just after 11 Central Time this morning, wasted little time getting to work with executive actions. He's still trying to take some time, though, to celebrate at every stop along this Inauguration Day schedule. Natalie Brand in D.C. has more details on the new President's Day.
So help me God. So help me God. Congratulations, Mr. President.
Donald J. Trump took the oath as the nation's 47th president, then laid out his vision for a second term.
The golden age of America begins right now.
President Trump detailed his priorities during a 30-minute inaugural address.
Today I will sign a series of historic executive orders. With these actions, we will begin the complete restoration of America and the revolution of common sense.
Many of Trump's some 200 executive actions undo former President Biden's policies, who departed the Capitol after the peaceful transfer of power. Trump plans to sign some actions in front of supporters packed into Washington's Capital One Arena, topping the list declaring an emergency at the southern border.
All illegal entry will immediately be halted, and we will begin the process of returning millions and millions of criminal aliens back to the places from which they came.
He also talked about attacking inflation, declaring an energy emergency, and taking back the Panama Canal. And he described how he wants to be remembered when he leaves office.
My proudest legacy will be that of a peacemaker and unifier. That's what I want to be, a peacemaker and a unifier.
Do you feel like the country needs to be unified? Do you think there's still a lot of division?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, there is division, but we can unify around the flag, unify around the Constitution.
Many traveled from out of state to be here for this moment.
We're huge supporters of Trump, and he's done a lot for us. And so this is the least I could do.
While the move indoors because of the extreme cold brought changes to the day, a raucous campaign atmosphere filled the arena, celebrating President Trump's return. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Washington.
And just in the last half hour, we saw the president make his way from the arena. He's headed to the White House, where he's expected to sign more executive actions, and then has a full night of inaugural balls to attend this evening. Now, among those executive actions, one removing the United States from the Paris Climate Accords. That has the eyes of the world all on Washington this evening, his inauguration sparking both hope and worry in places like Ukraine, where he promised to end the war as soon as he takes office. Holly Williams now reports from the capital city there of Kyiv.
President Trump's return to power is front-page news around the world, and just as controversial globally as it is in the United States.
I'm very optimistic about it. I think it's the change that America needs.
Donald Trump is an absolute waste of space, in my opinion. He's no good for any country.
In Ukraine, many people are worried. They've survived nearly 3 years of war after Russia's invasion of their country. But now some here fear that Trump will cut off the supply of American weapons.
During the campaign, Donald Trump repeatedly claimed that he could end the war between Ukraine and Russia in 24 hours. Some Ukrainians fear that could mean forcing their country to surrender territory to Russia, without security guarantees to stop Vladimir Putin launching another invasion.
And in China, there are fears that Trump's policies could exacerbate trade tensions with the United States. China's economic environment is already quite bad, says this man in Beijing. If the trade war continues, it won't be good for ordinary people. But in Israel, even before he took office, President Trump was credited with helping to push through a ceasefire deal, which has already seen the release of 3 female hostages held in Gaza for over 15 months. Holly Williams, CBS News, Kyiv, Ukraine.
And more reaction overseas to President Trump's inauguration today coming from France, where the centrist prime minister warned that Europe as a whole would have to stand up to Mr. Trump and his policies or face being, quote, crushed.